Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Alright, another entry here based on your suggestions. This time, once again, a perfect set of suggestions that work together towards making a mixtape of sorts. The reason why I wanted to combine these two together is because alone by themselves they wouldn't really have too much material, and so they wouldn't really be something perfect for, let's say, an individual video. I usually try to make videos that are individual as long as there's around at least 8 to 10 minutes of material to talk about. Then that's when I make them individually. If not, then I try to group them just for purposes like this. So these two suggestions, absolutely perfect for one another. And these two items, wherever these creatures are, they are pretty unique. And one of them, the first one I'll talk about, is called the Ambize. And then the other one, which has a much cooler name, is called the Black Demon Shark. So both of these are apparently found within the seas of the ocean right now. Again, a little bit brief information when it comes to both of these particular monsters, but I'll talk about as much as I can for you here. So let's talk about the first one, the Ambize. Probably the one that has the most briefest information of all. Apparently the Ambize is like the platypus of the sea, and what I mean is this: it is a hodgepodge. It's a mixture of so many different animals all in one. Alas, there's no physical evidence of the Ambize, no video recordings, no photographs. All there are just descriptions based on eyewitness reports. So here's what it is. It's a creature of some sort, a lake monster that's said to be found in Africa, in the African Congo area. So anywhere in Africa, if you happen to have, let's say, a lake or a large river, anything along the lines as far as some kind of water source, you could run into this particular creature. And here's what it is. It's basically having the body of a fish, but its head, it's supposed to resemble a pig or an ox. Its tail is actually a flat, round tail. And then probably the most peculiar thing about it altogether, its hands, yes, it has hands, are human-like rather than having fins. So immediately you'll see a whole assortment of different animals all into one. Again, perfect resemblance of a platypus. And with so many distinct features, obviously somebody seeing something like this in the wild there in Africa, in the Congo, it would instantly make an impression. They're very rare creatures, and the reason for this is because they are apparently very hostile. Anyone that has come across these creatures, they apparently do not like to have company, and they are very hostile towards whoever is, let's say, visiting their locale. But people still do this because those that have been able to capture one do so for the purpose of eating them. They are a local delicacy there in the African Congo. So those people that are there and they have the guts to do so, they approach this creature, try to kill it, try to do something to capture it, and then when they do, then they're able to eat it, and it is apparently a great reward to do so. The very first reports of this creature came out sometime in like the 16th century. They were from European explorers who were going across Africa, probably for the first time, so that way they could document what they were seeing, and then that's when they would come across this. But to this day, locals there in Africa and the Congo's area still claim that they come across this creature every now and then. Again, nothing as far as any actual evidence, no no pictures, no sounds, videos, nothing even physical. So alas, anything involving this unique creature, probably one of the most unique and original cryptids ever, all of it just basically comes from anything involving basic eyewitness reports. There is the idea that maybe, just maybe, this Ambize could be a manatee. And let's say it's a manatee that's probably seen from far away, and so that's why people are misinterpreting it. But that's probably the closest description as to what it could be in real life. Otherwise, to this day, it is just a very, very unique and original cryptid, like almost like a one of a kind all of its own. Now let's talk about the second creature. This one is actually found in Mexico's area, Mexico's peninsula, and it is called the black demon shark, also sometimes called just the black demon. And basically it's this. It's a very large, almost like a great white shark, but for the fact that it is completely black. Or, in some cases, it is black on top and white on the bottom. Kind of like a great white shark isn't all completely white. It has the white underbelly and then the grayish top part. Same concept here, except think of the color black. And they are still found to this day in Mexico's peninsula by local fishermen. And they call it a monstrosity of sorts because it is very, very long. At the lowest end, it's measured of about 20 feet, but at the highest end, it's 60 feet long. To give you a perspective, you're looking at a picture here. Megalodon, which is probably one of the most famous sharks ever within the seas. Even when it was in its existence, it was about at the highest range about 60 feet long. So if this thing, whatever this black demon shark is, if it's truly out there in this world, then it measures the same length as the megalodon. That's to give you a perspective. So imagine something like this coming straight towards you with its gigantic mouth. It could absolutely swallow you whole. It wouldn't even have to bite. It would just essentially, just like that movie Jurassic World, when that poor lady just was attacked by those pterodactyls and then just landed at the wrong place at the wrong time. Whenever that giant fish, I can't remember his name, but whenever it came out, it swallowed her whole. Same concept here with the black demon shark. Some people actually believe that this thing is a megalodon. It's a real life megalodon. It just happened to be something that was I guess able to survive all those millions of years, almost like a recluse of sorts. And to this day, that's why it's there, because it was able to survive the dinosaur era. But others believe that it is in fact a strange, one-of-a-kind great white shark that just happened to grow much, much larger than its cousins. And then on top of that, it took on the blackish shape. By the way, animals taking on a very black hue when normally they shouldn't, it's actually something that can occur. It's called melanism, kind of like with albino animals. If you've ever seen those, like the albino gorillas that just have all white everything with regards to them being 100% white, the same opposite occurs sometimes by accident within the evolutionary world, where the animals instead are born completely black, and it's called melanism. You'll see a picture here, for example, of a black lion, and it looks pretty cool actually when you see it. In the fact that this is a real deal, like this is a black lion. It just happened to, it's a normal lion just like anything else. It just happens to have that melanism feature, which makes its hair completely black. So some people believe that this is actually a great white shark. It just has melanism within it, and that's why it looks the way it does. But again, as far as where it's at now, who knows? The closest location is, again, anything involving the Mexico Peninsula, specifically towards the Baja region, which you'll see a picture of here. So if anyone has any more tales, anything along those lines, that'd be interesting to hear. Again, no evidence, no photos, no drawing, kind of like sounds or anything involving videos, nothing along those lines. Another example of something just being 100% purely based on let's say eyewitnesses to this thing. Some people even think that actually this thing, whatever it is, could be extinct because it's so rare. It has some of the most or least common sightings of them all. So some people believe that it is actually gone altogether, and then that's why it hasn't been found yet again. So anyways, that is this particular set of videos here. Another mixtape, the Ambize and the Black Demon Shark. Be on the lookout for some more videos. I'll probably do 2 more over the weekend or maybe early next week, and then that'll wrap things up for this series. So alright everybody, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.